Some folks may not know what that is. What is the reasonable expectation of privacy when you are a public official and you are campaigning across the state and even the country as you run for governor? Where is that delineation of someone documenting something that anyone can see, a reasonable expectation of privacy versus doxing to you as a public?
Well, I see it as, well, I mean, if I show up somewhere, you're free to film or photograph. People do it all the time. But there is an inherent risk to my safety when it happens. And to have the airport actively participate in compromising my safety, I find extremely egregious. So, you know, to have the Attorney General, again, compromise my safety and that there has been fallout from it. I have been followed home in my personal vehicle in the weeks after Attorney General Alan Wilson posted my vehicle all over social media. So it is a problem. I mean, obviously there's a balance here, and I'm not filming, whatever. I don't know what people's obsession is with filming me or photographing me. Have at it. But it does compromise my safety, and that's why I'm doing this press conference this morning to point out and place some blame here. I want accountability. For those who have compromised my safety, they should not have a job at the airport. And if the airport leadership won't protect me, they need to be replaced by individuals who will. And I furthermore am very concerned about the overall operations of security at the airport, who can't do a very minor executive detail. Like, if you can't show up to do a detail, what else are you not showing up to do? This isn't hard work. And again, it's only a handful of people, and I blame the top, starting with Elliott Summey.
So are you saying you'd like to see those 2 or 3 aviation authority officers that were assigned to escort you, you'd like to see them disciplined?
I want a review of the behavior. I want to know what's going on, which is why I am FOIA-ing the airport for everything. They selectively released video, not all of the video, but only selected portions of video that show me waiting at TSA. It says nothing. Just, I want I want everything. And I want to know why this continues to happen. I want to know why it's happened more than 24 times this year. I've had security breaches at this airport alone, and I want to know why. And anyone who's responsible for these security breaches needs to be fired. 100%.
You've also said that leadership starts at the top.
Correct.
Can be true at once, Congresswoman, with real frustrations and concerns about security, but also the way you behave. Why are you not apologizing for the way that you behaved in this room?
Okay. I have just said it till I'm blue in the face. My safety has been put at risk over 24 times at this airport. I am frustrated. I am absolutely pissed off. And I'm going to let people know that this is not professional. It's not okay. It's wrong. My safety was put at risk. We have seen 2 assassination attempts on the president. We saw Charlie Kirk assassinated in cold blood. Steve Scalise shot up 4 or 5 times. I get over 1,300 credible threats per year. I have 2 guys here this morning who are armed and locked and loaded. It's this way for a reason. And I'm not going to apologize for asking to be safe. Like, I should be able to be safe when I'm traveling. And if you're going to be incompetent and not do that, I am 100% going to call you out. And when I'm governor, if I find out that this behavior is continuing in any government agency at any level, top to bottom, when I'm governor, I will fire people for being incompetent. I will fire people for being lazy. I will fire people for being corrupt. I will fire people for not doing their job. Leadership starts up here, and they have to take responsibility for the over 24 security breaches I have had at that airport. It doesn't happen anywhere else.
Have you had this reaction to this lapse in security before? But
Correct, I have.
Engaged with this type of language of frustration?
Well, I don't know what language I've used. I have once previously expressed frustration to Sergeant Sullivan within the last 2 months in the airport. This was the second time I expressed my frustration. Did I drop an F-bomb? I hope so. Did I call them incompetent? I hope I did, because they earned it. So I am not going to apologize for holding people accountable for their work product. I'm just not going to do it. I, again, have had over 24 security breaches at this airport so far this year, and we're only 10 months in, basically, to this year. I've had over 24 security breaches. If that doesn't make you go, huh, I don't know what else will. I do not feel safe flying through the Charleston Airport. I don't feel safe by the way this has been handled. And I'm not going to compromise my safety of my employees when they travel with me, the safety of my children when they travel with me. Safety is not, I'm not going to compromise on that. I'm not going to allow mediocre government employees to put my life at risk. That's not ever going to be tolerated with me as a member of Congress or with me as a future governor of South Carolina. I want the best, the brightest, the hardest working, the proudest, and there are some really great guys and gals at the airport, but again, there are a few bad apples that have to go.
Congresswoman, what's the airport's response been when you've brought these concerns to them? You said you brought them to them before.
You'll see it in the text messages. They take responsibility for it generally and promise to do better and then never do anything. And so I am tired of it. I am frustrated. I am absolutely pissed off about it, and I'm not going to tolerate it. And I've been dealing with these issues privately with the airport, so maybe this is a good thing that this happened and it is so public, because maybe they will finally change their tune and do the right thing for safety at the airport. So maybe I believe this will end up being a good thing overall.
Have you talked to any members of the board at the airport?
I have not, and I don't trust anybody over there. I missed several phone calls from Elliott Summy this morning and a text, and he is not getting a response from me. He can deal with TSA and my staff. I will not. I'm out of it, and hopefully they will do better. And I'm hoping that by being so public about this, that they will change their policies and keep people safe at the airport. I do not feel safe for over 24 reasons, and would not have publicly come out if they had not played this political game. This was a political hit job, and again, my safety shouldn't be political, and I find it ridiculous. I find it incompetent, and I'm just not going to tolerate it.
If leadership starts at the top, though, shouldn't you sit down with Elliott Summy to have these conversations?
I have had these conversations with him in the past. I've had these conversations with airport security. The ball is in their hands to fix the problem. We are dealing with TSA, and we have requested TSA's assistance. They have been wonderful, and we will continue to do so. But until they are willing to acknowledge the problem, until they are willing to apologize for the problem, and until they are willing to fix the problem, I have nothing more to say to Elliott Summy other than you're fired when I'm governor. All right, is that it? Okay, thank you so much, guys. And then one more thing I'm going to add. We also have audio that we are getting that we will also release either today or tomorrow. It'll be audio between my employees and airport security. So we're going to be very transparent about everything. So thank you very much. I appreciate it.